To celebrate the festive season, we've decided to do another draft. We've been thinking of all the holidays that come around this time of year, not just Christmas, so many different kinds of holidays, but also we've figured so many holidays throughout the year. You know, there's so many holidays that some of us celebrate, some of you guys celebrate. There's too many to pick, but we will be picking them in the TCB draft. So what we will do, just as a quick recap, we will be doing NBA draft style. So we'll be going around to each other and you get to pick out of every holiday that ever exists, your top ones. We're going to build...
Wait, ever exist?
It's ever exist.
So we're thinking like Aztec.
Yes. If you have a Mayan holiday, throw it in. You have an ancient Egyptian holiday, throw it in. We'll be making a roster of 5 holidays to try and build a team of holidays, in essence.
Can we also bar, for example, if you say Easter, right? Can we then bar any kind of iterations of Easter?
Absolutely.
Like all the other denominations. So Greek Easter,
Yeah,
Ukrainian
yeah.
Easter,
I
Russian
think
Easter.
you're thinking about, like-
You can't do that. Easter is Easter, right?
What if it's like Good Friday and Easter Monday? Like those are 2 different holidays.
I agree, but I think
It depends
comes
what
under
comes
the
first.
umbrella.
It depends what comes first.
Okay.
Someone
All
picks
right.
Good Friday first, all other days of Easter is fair game.
All right.
If you pick Christian Easter, fair game for all the other ones.
Just a quick one. Quick fun fact. Sen, country of your birth. Actually, that's not true.
this country.
Of your parents' birth.
Yes.
Sri Lanka. The most public holidays in the year. 25 they get.
Really?
They don't work.
And that's why
apparently,
their
Sri Lanka.
GDP's in the mud, bro. They're all too busy.
Very on the nose.
Anyways, we will be doing it in a snake order. I actually don't know how to explain that in words, but you'll figure it out, as we go on. To determine who goes first, we will be engaging in the time classic game, scissors, paper, rock. Shall we?
I've never wanted to win scissors, paper, rock so badly before in my life.
Alrighty.
Someone else can say it.
Scissors, paper, rock.
Well, monkeys. We've all gone scissors.
We've all got scissors. I've just realized the audio listeners don't know what's going on.
Oh, they should be
They'll
watching
figure it
on
out.
YouTube.
Scissors, paper, rock. Right,
All right.
Manu goes last.
I'm last.
All right.
So then actually we both lose because how does oh actually
No, and then we
First
just
pick,
go,
first pick, first
Beautiful.
round.
So Manu's out. He went rock. Me and Ro went paper. So now we're gonna battle it out for whoever goes first.
All right, we'll go best of 15. Right. Scissors, paper, rock.
Senny gets the
All
first
right.
pick with rock.
So I go second, right? We go this way.
Here we go. We'll go me, Ro, and then Manu for the first round. And then to start the second round, Manu will actually get the first pick of the second round.
Absolutely. Sounds
And that's
good.
how Snake works. This is a lot of pressure. Do I
I think you
just
got the
the-
door wide open at
The
the
top
moment.
2 picks were absolutely lovely.
2? I thought
There's
it was
a top
just
2.
one that just sits
There's a
above
top
all.
2, my friend. I think there's a clear top 2.
With the first pick of the first round, I am choosing Kwanzaa. No, I'm choosing Christmas, obviously.
That's an obvious pick.
I don't think that I'm actually grateful that got thrown out the window.
You're happy that Christmas
I think-
is gone.
To be fair, my list, it's not number 1. It's not number 1.
Didn't even make the top 5.
Really? Let me explain. So I'm not a Christian.
You're not
So
a Christian man, so why
so-
is Christmas number 1 for you?
Spiritually, Christmas means absolutely nothing to me. I'm going to put that out there.
It's a public holiday, innit?
Christmas represents, and from my childhood, Christmas represents freedom. It represents summer, the sun, cricket, ice cream, good times and good vibes. Summer
wrong.
in Australia, cricket in Australia, Christmas in Australia. What a time to be alive, you know. You've in Christmas, right? You would have finished school the week before. It means you got 5 more weeks of freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want it. And now, even as an adult, that means I was off work for 2 weeks. Beautiful, you're beauty. You're seeing your friends, you're seeing your family, you're eating nice meals, going overseas if you want.
That's fair.
The world is at your fingertips. So and you can feel it in the air. I'm telling you, in the last week of work, everyone's just
Everything leads up to Christmas.
Exactly. In the 2-3 weeks leading up to Christmas, everyone's so chill. You know, not much work is being done. The
Christmas
shoulders are back.
parties.
Christmas parties. You're knocking off at 4. You're going for a few drinks. Even the most uptight people are loosening up around Christmas.
He does make valid points.
It,
I'll-
it,
You know what?
it represents safety. And that's why it is undisputed number 1 pick for me.
No, you know what?
Disputed.
No, it is disputed, but the way that you sold it is good. Look, I'm a very cynical person. Christmas to me means all that, But it also means, obviously as a kid, right?
Here we go.
Right,
Here we go. I know where this is going.
Presents given to you. Once again, it is a burden to grow up. I'm spending money on Christmas presents for a relative.
You're no longer taking, you're giving. And how dare you give?
And that is the problem with Christmas. It's all give.
When it used to be take.
Yeah. I used to wake up every Christmas. One year there was an Xbox. One year there was a soccer ball. I'm happy. Now under the Christmas tree, nothing.
It's your dollars.
I bought the gift for myself. Now, obviously, Christmas is good. It is in my top 5, to be honest.
It's absolutely number one. Let me also say, Christmas this year is falling on a Sunday, I believe. So we got the Sunday off. And we also got the Monday off as well. Thank you, Jesus. I'm getting a free day off work.
The problem with Christmas is that...
There's no problem with Christmas.
One small problem, apart from the take and giving, is that you're coming from a very privileged, point of view.
Oh, don't hit me with that, bro. I can only come from my point of view.
You've got a family. Man, so for people, Christmas means alone. No holidays.
It's a reminder of,
this
what
is
they
bullshit. It's
don't
like when they
have.
say, when it comes to, don't say Happy Father's Day. What if you didn't have a father? Well, there's Mother's Day for that. They're like, it should be happy, non-gender specific parental figure. Fuck off.
Like, there are some people for Christmas is a terrible time because everyone is spending time with their family.
I'm sure. They have their battles, I have mine, all right? But for me, Christmas is a great time of year.
Alrighty, we've gone Christmas Day number 1, bro.
For the second pick of the first round, I'm choosing New Year's Eve.
Oh!
Yeah. Fair play.
As dare I suggest.
That was number 2 on my list. That was number 2 on my list.
Number 1, bro.
That's number 1 for you.
Explain,
Okay,
right?
sorry, we'll go with the road first.
Like people say, that was a top 5 day. I can pinpoint the top one day
night
of my life. And it
Of
was
our lives, Sen.
our lives. But you were there. It was
I was
the top
there.
one day
I
of
agree.
your life too.
I agree.
Now, why was it a top one day? What year was it? 2017.
2017 going into 2018.
Correct. Where do we go? We rock up at 3 p.m., make our friends wait at 12 p.m. So so it's even started off
About
well.
that part.
We've probably woken up at 1, to be honest.
So we get someone.
Oh, I remember. It was glorious. I woke up that morning and I'm like, this is going to be a good day. The sun was out. I'm like, this is going to be a good day. I felt it. It was in the air that morning.
We told our friends to go find a place at Balls Head, a nice view.
View of the harbour, of the harbour bridge, where the fireworks are. Yep.
We told them to rock up at 12 o'clock and get the spot because it fills up pretty quickly.
And then we
mosey on in.
leisurely strolled in
Like
at...
Conor McGregor, 3 p.m. with a case of Tuns.
Mate.
We sit
Nectar of the
down.
gods, as I call it.
The cheapest beer you can find, mid-strength, mind you, so you can drink a lot.
You can drink to your heart's content and you'll be fine.
And we sat there and we drank.
We
played games and we bumped into Post Malone.
We met Post Malone
We
that
sang
night.
congratulations.
We met our friends who just happened to be at the same spot.
Yeah, the lovely part is we went with a group of, let's say, 10, 15. We ended up with about 30, 40 of
We
our
just kept
friends
running
there.
into people we
People we
knew,
knew.
just randomly who were there
and
as
the
well.
group just expanded. And
And it's not like you run into them and that's it. You celebrate together.
It was
You
beautiful.
stay together.
And that is why New Year's Eve is my number 1 pick.
But on the same time, it'll never be as good as that. So surely your future New Year's, or maybe actually hopefully, but you've already had your best day ever, as you've said.
Yeah, but then I got 2018, which is number 2. 2019 was number 3. Best days ever. It just descends. It's beautiful.
I'm in a pickle here. I did not expect to go third. And
You got to prepare for all.
my franchise players have been taken off the board. With the third pick in the first round, I am picking New Year's Day. It's not necessarily the first pick I wanted, but it is.
I can
It
hear
is a pick.
The fans of your franchise are throwing their scarves in the bin right now.
It is a hidden
That
gem.
is a horrific pick.
It is
I
not a
must say.
horrific pick. New Year's Day.
Mate, let me, before you begin, if we're going off what Rose said, you've had a big, massive, dare I say, New Year's Eve.
Because you wait
Mate.
till 12 o'clock for the fireworks, which means your night is not finishing anytime soon.
No, exactly. So you're not getting home until the wee hours of the morning, meaning New Year's Day.
And mind you, just quick preface to that, at 12:01, that's New Year's Day. And let's say you go try and catch the train. On the 1st of January, you're waiting 4 hours to get home. And that's your day.
Manu, may I remind you of New Year's Day 2019, so 2018 into 2019, that morning where we thought we were geniuses. We were lining up for the train station. We're like, we'll just walk to the other train station. and we walked around North Sydney for 2 hours, only to end up back at the original train station we were trying to avoid.
Look, that's on us, not the day. You
your
can't
day.
be blaming the day here.
What I'm saying is, you're sleeping for most of that day. You're grog city. You're reminiscing about the great night. you
No,
had.
but when you wake up, it's like a new dawn. It's like it's the start of a new year. You know, your New Year's resolutions kick in. You feel like a new person. Things start. It's the new year. The vibes
very
start.
optimistic.
It is that. Well, that's how I feel on New Year's Day. It's a refresh. You know, the years. It's a blank canvas. You can start again. That's
It's a very, rose tinted view of New Year's Day, I must say, because by 2nd of Jan, the demons are coming back. The voice is in your head.
That sounds
the
like a
black
you
dog
problem.
is outside your window howling.
When do you make your resolutions? Is it on New Year's Day?
no before New Year's Day.
yeah, you're
but
meant to
you
make- I think you're meant to
crack
make-
into them on New Year's Day. You can become a new
Yeah,
new
exactly.
man.
'Cause you're meant to start it on New Year's Day, so you got to make it before then, right?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I mean, like, there is positives. Don't get me wrong. New Year's Day is fine.
And-
It's still a great
And
day.
Sen, dare I suggest, one of the greatest events we've ever gone to was held on a New Year's Day.
That is true. That
May
is true.
I remind you of that? You come at me with that attitude.
that was a great day.
Field day, what was it?
2019.
2019.
It was the morning after we walked around looking for a train station.
No, but that's what I mean. We woke up at like 12, 1, tiny bit groggy. Obviously, got to grow into the day. But like an hour later, we're feeling it.
That's true.
We're vibing. We're ready to go.
ready to hit a music festival for our
Exactly.
non-Australian listeners.
Exactly. And we hop on a bus with tunes from the
That
previous
is
night. we sink them on the bus all the way to the city. We get there, sun's glistening, day
That is
drinking.
true.
You get to
drinking.
day drink.
It was a day. It was actually a day for
New
it as
Year's
well.
Eve is not a day drink, it's a night drinking. So there's a charm.
No,
It was a
you
day
can start.
drink.
You
It
can
was a
start
day
in the
But
day.
there is a charm about day drinking throughout the day. Sun glistening, you have the cold bevs in your hand. You're there. Everyone's vibing because it's a new year. Everyone's ready for it.
All right.
It's a good day. It's a good day. It's just not on my top
Yes,
five.
I wouldn't put it first. So
Alrighty. So I have picked New Year's Day for my first pick. I get the first pick of the second round. So I get two
correct.
back-to-back picks.
So we reverse the order.
Exactly. So with the first pick in the second round, I am going with Easter as a whole. As a whole, because it is a period of time.
It is.
Where, let's go off your theory. You start the new year, you're off the holiday hangover, a couple of months, you're like, I don't want to be at work. You've had
Correct.
weeks off.
It's a good time. It's a good
But
time.
then
of
Easter
year.
comes around one of the first few months.
April.
You have, and it's always in the back of your head, if you take certain days off, you can have fucking 2 weeks off. That's the opportunity Easter gives you.
My next pick was going to be Easter, and I want to read you boys something.
Here we go. say my case for me, Centurion.
I'm actually so disappointed now. I have to go back to the drawing board right now. But boys, in 2023, there's an article which says how to double your annual leave in 2023. Here's what dates to take off next year to turn 19 annual leave days into an epic 47 days off.
Wow.
So a lot of it is based around April and the Easter break. So over the Easter break, booking 4 annual days between April 3rd to April 6th results in a 10-day break. This is what Jesus died for. He wanted us to have a 4-day bender. And then obviously, so a bit solemn, you have Anzac weekend as well in April. But, you take literally, I think maybe 5 or 6 days in April. You have 3 weeks off, just like that. So Miguel, great pick, I must say.
Also,
I can't believe Easter went after your New Year's Day. That's horrific.
No, because I knew I had a 1-2 pick. I could comfortably take 1 or 2. I think I have a good cornerstone to my franchise.
That was a great pick. Ro, where was Easter for you?
Easter was up there. I knew it was going to get taken, so I actually
Prepared for the worst.
prepared for the worst.
That's good.
So, yeah, I've got to go somewhere different.
I was a bit naive.
I knew it was going to be up there. Like, let's be real. For the price of 1, you get 2 holidays.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what do you want? I
very
love a good
good.
deal. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the best deal of the lot.
You've salvaged your pick so far, Miguel.
Exactly.
For the second pick of the second round, I'm choosing Chinese New Year.
No.
Great pick.
I had that on number 7 of my list.
I
7.
had that lower, but still
It's-
great
it's
pick.
Break glass in case of emergency for me, but go on, Ro.
Now, like, first of all, Chinese food, unbelievable. Let's get that. Let's just put that out
How
there.
is that your starting argument?
No, I'm leading up to the climax.
1x Chinese women are nice as well.
Well, my girlfriend is Chinese, and now I'm part of the family, so I get to go to Chinese New Year. Mate, I'm getting handed red pockets.
Red pockets, sir.
Red
Yeah.
pockets deluxe. I'm making, like, honestly,
It's a profitable holiday.
Yeah, and we all know how much I love a profitable holiday.
But then don't you have to, I don't know how this system works, but don't you have to give a bit of give as well, or is it only
in the
take?
future, mate. It's all take until you get married and have kids.
So then
it's a bit of
let's
give,
come
give,
back
give.
in 10 years' time, your answers changed. This is at the
how-
bottom of your list.
Christmas, his opinions
That's what I'm
change
saying,
from
yeah.
child to adult.
When I need to start giving red pockets, Chinese New Year will be at the bottom. of
Absolute
my
bottom.
list.
'Cause
But right now, I'm standing there. I'm eating beautiful Chinese food with my, some family. I'm getting handed money.
I heard that.
For what? For
There's only
being there.
upside, really.
Yeah.
There's literally no downside.
I think it's an unbelievable holiday, to be perfect.
That is a class pick. I'll give you that. Very class pick.
Final pick of the second round, boys. I'm selecting Boxing Day.
That was very high on my list. That was very high.
Christmas and Boxing Day, you've got in the bag.
Chris. I'm going the back-to-back 25th, 26th double punch knockout here.
You've got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in your
Exactly.
backcourt.
You know, this is one of the all-time great partnerships. This is Suarez and Messi. You know, this is the absolute creme de la creme of holidays, boys. You know, I spoke ad nauseum about why Christmas was the GOAT. Now imagine, you know, those feelings of Christmas. What if I told you not even 24 hours later, you know, you sleep Christmas Day, you wake up, it's Christmas 2.0. It's Boxing Day,
It's the
baby.
after party of Christmas.
It's the afters of Christmas.
It's good.
How good is it? Come on. It's literally, you just run it back the next day and you get the cricket on now as well. The Boxing Day test.
It's not a self Manu. Why are you looking at him? He's just sitting there
Premier League Boxing Day football.
Boxing Day football.
Premier
as well
League
in
on
the
Boxing
UK.
Day. Come on.
Whew, mate. Are you kidding me? Sales as well. If you want to go, if you want to do a bit of shopping, if you've had enough of the family, go down to your local Westfield and attack a couple of other punters out there at the Maya, the local Maya.
I'll bat for Boxing Day as well. If you get silly on Christmas, you know there's no danger next day. There's no danger of work. There's no danger of having to do anything the next day. It's lovely.
Mate, Boxing Day, absolutely gem. And packaged with the Christmas, man, I've got a beautiful little franchise.
Chemistry. You got good chemistry.
Alrighty, boys, we're 2 rounds down, 3 more to go, and I'm not going to lie to you, boys, it's starting to look a bit grim.
The big hitters are gone. The lottery picks are gone.
At Sen FC, it's going to be all downhill from here, I must say. So, with the first pick of the third round, I'm going bold. I'm going Melbourne Cup. Now, hear me out.
Cruelty.
Hear me out. Hear me
Animal
out. Hear me
cruelty.
out.
I am pro, animals, but
Up to
that's
the
okay.
cup.
You know, as we said last week, Ro, you know, I am a betting man. So Melbourne Cup is absolutely, you know, the Super Bowl of betting, if you will, for Australian degenerates. It's the day when, you know, even you, Ro, not a big betting man, Manu, actually you can get around it. But it's the one day where everyone over the age of 18 will have, as they say, a flutter on the big race at 3 p.m. So Melbourne Cup, for our non-Australian listeners, is the biggest horse race in Australia. This race that stops the nation.
Isn't it the biggest horse race in the world? Or am I?
There's, I think, a couple of big.
Royal Ascot.
Ascot.
Don't mind me. Continue
Someone
with
out
your
in the Middle
story.
East as well. But essentially, it's held on the first Tuesday of every November at 3 p.m. But the beauty is, the whole day, my friends, is dedicated to the races. So the races, there's 10 races at the day. It starts at 12. This is race 7.
Race 7.
So obviously, it's a Tuesday. What are you doing normally on a Tuesday?
Working.
You're working. But
What are you
if
doing
you
that
work
Tuesday?
at a beautiful establishment that looks after its workers, you basically get the day off to just drink, watch the races, bet. Mate, as soon as the race is done at 3 p.m., you just kick on and have more beers and more drinks, and then you just go home. So it's a great half day. And then if you win some money on the races,
Which you never do.
which I did, I've won 2 years so far,
How old are you?
24. So
How many years have you
6
bet on?
years, I've won 2.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I've gone 0 from 6.
I've also gone 0.
Sen has like some MacGyver, like crystal ball guy that he talks to every now and
But
then.
everyone has that guy.
Everyone has a horse whisperer.
No, but Sen's horse race is actually like kind of legit. I'm buying into it. Like Macquarie Bank will put out a statement saying, you know, here's our top 3 picks.
The analysts, the quant,
use the
quant
computers.
nerds, they'll get the old Excel spreadsheet out, if you will, run a
put-
macro over it.
Little VLOOKUP
Yeah.
to find the horse.
So yes, Melbourne Cup boys, free day off work, free drinks, potential to win money,
It's a public holiday in
and it's a dead ass
Victoria, right?
in Melbourne and Victoria. They get the whole day off. We get at least just a half day off.
Let's not glorify gambling here.
I'm
Number
not
one.
glorifying it.
You
I'm
just
It
have.
sounds
I'm not-
like
I'm
you're
not
glorifying
You
it.
quite
I'm-
literally just have.
It actually sounds like you're telling our listeners to go and spend all their money
I
on the Melbourne Cup.
quite literally did not say any of those words, but my third pick will be the Melbourne Cup.
How many horses die on that day, mate?
This year, none.
None that you know of.
Officially on record.
On
Yeah.
record. Well, what else can I go off? Do you know the unofficial stats, do
I
you?
spoke to the farmer.
Oh, yeah, the
who
farmer.
raised the horse.
The farmer.
the
What, did he sow the seeds and then...
And then the horse came up. Anyways,
They went out the back and shot 5 of them.
Santa's picked Melbourne Cup.
I mean, it's not a bad pick. It is a good holiday in Australia, but very locally based. Like I said, animal cruelty, I'm not about it. I'm going to choose for the second pick of the third round. My pick is Diwali, the Festival of Lights.
That was on my list.
Cultured.
That was on my list.
Now, let me tell you why, right? This might not be for everyone, but Sen, and I are both pyromaniacs. We like
That's a good bait and switch
Yeah, that's
there.
But Sen the other day flicked a live match at me. Do you remember that? And that was in your year 9
Shit,
science.
that is true. Where was that?
I don't know. I don't even remember what that was.
can't remember
But I
that.
remember getting burnt
That is-
from a flame that Sen had flicked. And now, what more do you need? You need the Festival of Lights. You get some firecrackers. You blow them up.
And then for a bit of context, right? It's essentially Indian Christmas, right?
Yeah,
you get gifts.
It's Indian Christmas, mate. Christmas is going in the Western world, but you guys got to think Eastern. That's the future,
That is true.
right? You basically light these firecrackers, and fireworks are illegal in Australia. So Diwali, when I go to India, is unbelievable.
It's on another level,
It's
actually.
crazy. Like literally, you're just blowing up stuff, and that for me is what Christmas is all about.
Love that.
Leaving the pyro aside, though, it is actually a great holiday. You know, like you spend time with your family, a lot of Indian sweets.
I mean, yeah, that's all well and good, but I'm
Oh, so you're really doubling down on this
On the
pyro
fire,
thing.
yeah,
All
on
right,
the
fair
fire.
play, fair play.
Forget all that. He wants a fire. With the last pick of the third round, I have gone for a pick which I'm not surprised has gone this low given where we live, but just globally, I think it is a huge pick and it's gone underrated in this draft. With the final pick of the third round, fellas, I am going with Halloween.
No.
yuck.
No,
Stinker.
it is a
Actual
class pick.
stinker.
You guys are very, very blinded by the fact that you don't celebrate it.
Yeah, no one in this country celebrates it.
Don't speak on behalf of too many people.
How many trick-or-treaters did you get to your house?
I wasn't in the country.
But what about your
How
parents?
many Halloween parties did you go to this year?
I was in the country.
Well, I thought it was
I was partying on Halloween night.
not a Halloween. No.
I went to the costume shop a few days before.
What does
fucking
Halloween
popped
mean
off.
to you?
It means not much, to be completely honest. No, it is a class hole. We're talking about mid-range draft picks, and this is a sleeper, I feel. If we got around Halloween, it would be fucking top tier, is all I'm saying. This high potential pick.
Look, I don't disagree that it's big worldwide, but you know, it's not
Worldwide?
Not a thing. Okay, sorry, it's big in America
One country.
and maybe Canada.
No, when I went to the UK, it was a rager of a Halloween party. So I think Australia is sleeping on.
The Halloween party is not the same
No,
as
but
Halloween.
that's what Halloween is.
No, it's not.
Trick or treating. I love trick or treating as a child.
You went trick or treating as a child.
I absolutely went trick or treating as a child.
I mean, I went trick or treating as a child. It was fun. Like, don't
exactly.
get me wrong.
You speak for too many people, bro. You don't live the
not a-
No,
It's
the
not a
joint
thing.
Look,
experience.
alright, the
bro.
prevalence of Halloween trick or treating in this country has been on a absolute decline.
I feel like it's on decline everywhere, but
So why you picked it? You've picked a guy. You
because
picked a
I'm
guy
now
in the draft.
No, because now I'm of adulthood.
You've seen
and
LeBron
I've gone to
James
Halloween.
at 17 years of age. You picked the guy next to him with no hands.
What the fuck was that?
You've lost me with this metaphor.
That's what
I
Halloween
picked
is.
a great pick. My personal Halloween experiences have been unreal, and I can't believe it's gone this low, to be completely honest. And I think public opinion will sway you based on my pick.
All right, we'll get all the TikTok commenters saying that Miguel is right.
Yeah,
You're
well.
pandering to the crowd, to be honest.
With the first pick in the fourth round, I am going with International Women's Day.
Okay.
What? It's so funny.
Is that a holiday? I don't even think it's a holiday.
It's a day
you're
that
being
is celebrated.
serious.
I'm being serious.
This is outrageous.
Wait.
There is okay. Please.
Wait, what about International Men's Day? No, sorry.
Every day is
All
International
right,
Women's Day.
let's hear
All right, okay.
International Women's Day.
My friend, I don't think I need to explain this.
I mean-
No,
The significant-
pray tell. I want to hear this
would love to
explanation.
hear
Yeah.
the question. I love all the women in my life, but International Women's Day, I've never heard anyone
It's
say,
not a holiday.
Happy International Women's Day.
Oh, I don't know where you work or the areas you've been in, but
What are you
I've
gonna say
heard that
next?
every
Are you okay day?
that is that is low on the list, but it is on the list for sure.
What? So, hang on, these are whole. These ruined the draft.
yeah.
I've not ruined the draft.
Right,
It is
please,
a
fine. Speak.
it is a day. It is a
Your team is a stinker.
it is not a stinker. It is a slept-on team, and it is an unreal day. The fact that you guys don't celebrate it kind of just shows.
What do you do to celebrate, Manu?
When I go to work, we have talks. We listen.
Okay, that's not you celebrate.
No, but I learned the significance of the need for a day that is International Women's Day.
Okay. That's
Spread-
See, this is unfair because now you're painting me and Ro as some sort of misogynist for not immediately
Well,
getting on
well,
board
you
with
laughed
this.
at it. You don't have to agree. But you
I
don't have to
don't think
laugh.
it's a holiday.
It's not a holiday. It is a great day where we commemorate.
It's okay, there's no need for that as well, Ro.
Well, it's true.
It's good. It's a needed day, but it's not a holiday.
It's absolutely not a
Well,
holiday.
it sneaks in my list. Do you want me to do it again?
No, that was fine.
That's
That's fine.
outrageous from you. Okay.
Alrighty, for the second pick of the fourth round, I'm actually choosing a holiday, not some.
This is a shame from the both of you. I expected better from you two.
I'm choosing Oktoberfest as my holiday.
Okay. Niche.
Another look, you guys again.
I've never experienced it. This is like your Manu's Halloween pick. It's localized within one country.
It is
essentially.
localized in one country, but what a day it is. What a day it is. For the good people of Germany and for the Germans in Australia and, you know, some other foreigners who would like to celebrate it also, like me every once in a while. I think it's a great day.
That's true. The Germans have never had a bad idea.
I'm not going to agree with that. But I love beer. And what does this holiday commemorate most?
That is true.
Beer.
Is it a 1 day thing or does it go over like a week or so?
It's like a 2 week celebration in. Is it November? It may be October going over to November.
I may sound dumb here, but isn't it October?
Yeah, but there is some trickery that goes on there.
Right.
Either way, right? It's a great holiday. Honestly, actually, New Year's Eve was the best day of my life. Oktoberfest might have been top 3.
Really?
Quietly.
Do you tell me
Wow.
I sat here getting slandered over a holiday that is only celebrated in one country, celebrated in multiple countries, but here Oktoberfest, oh fuck, fair game.
My issue with Halloween, just to go back a second, is just so commercialized.
What is October? If you could tell me what Oktoberfest represents, I will shut up right now. Not you.
Okay.
It's the celebration of October and beer in October.
Yeah,
Right?
and,
That's all you need to know.
Paying tribute to the wheat farmers and the barley farmers.
Okay, some people think that holidays need to have a meaning. What does New Year's Eve, like, you know what I mean? Like, what does...
There is a meaning behind New Year's Eve.
I was going to say the other ones, but they actually all have meaning. Okay, what does Melbourne Cup have significance of? Nothing. It's
Nothing.
just
I agree.
It's just a
I
day
agree. I agree.
Where people
Just to get pissed.
decide to do stuff.
I agree.
Oktoberfest is similar, except they actually have a good time with it and no animals die. So realistically,
Allegedly.
Melbourne Cup is also localized, by the way. Actually, not even in like maybe even like 3 out of 7 states. Like not even.
No,
the
no,
whole-
I'm not the
that's
one
right.
here slandering about a localized. He just when he went to me,
I understand
all of a sudden it was an issue. Even though I had personal experience of it.
Look, all right. Oktoberfest is a great holiday. I wore a pretzel suit.
Fucking good for you.
People took photos of me like I was a celebrity. I walked around Munich and, you know, drank beer for 6 hours nonstop. Stein's Deluxe. Speaking of international women empowerment, the ladies who were serving the beer are carrying like 8 Steins at once. That's 8 kilos
Lovely.
in each hand.
Lovely.
16. It's a good holiday. And that's why it's on my list.
Can we move on?
All right. The wheels have fallen off here a bit. Let's bring it home. So with the final pick of the 4th round, I have chosen Labor Day in Australia. Labor Day. Very again, specific holiday here.
I'm not sitting here getting the slander I'm getting. Well, you can't even tell
Mate,
me what
I
Labor
asked
Day
you a
is.
very simple question. What does Halloween mean to you? What did you say? It means nothing.
What does Labor Day mean to you?
Mate, I'm glad you asked. Labor Day is the first Sunday.
Tell me it's another fucking holiday for you, bro.
It's the first Sunday in October, so you get the Monday off. What does Labor Day mean? First Sunday of October means NRL Grand Final. Because September, you have the finals of the NRL. All September, you know, there's 8 teams. You know, there's a lot of... It's all up in the air. Who's going to make the Grand Finals? That first Sunday, whoever's there, mate. 2 great teams go in battle on that Sunday night. It also is the holiday between term 3 and term 4 of school. So that... So back in the day when I was a kid, you had the NRL Grand Final and then you're like, oh shit, mate, only 10 more weeks and then we're at Christmas, which brings me back to Christmas, Boxing Day, my other holidays.
It's full circle with
Full
you.
circle.
Now, this is a cohesive team. This is a team with, you know,
Mate, they're all
99
working
camp.
together. Melbourne Cup's in there as well in November. So I really, to be honest, I just like October, November, December. And a bit of January, really.
I mean, it's good. It is a good team, and it's a fine pick. I mean, like, let's be real, right? It's just Australian holidays. Would it be in the top 10 worldwide holidays?
No.
Definitely not.
Well, sorry, Labor Day specifically?
yeah, Labor Day.
Yeah, obviously not.
Labor Day's
I don't think-
a made-up holiday.
I don't think Randy in fucking Wisconsin cares about Labor Day in Australia.
I mean, it's a good team. It's a good. Look, I would say it's not a strong pick, but it works well in the team, which is why I'm going to allow.
You know, I'm all about the sum of the parts more than, you know, 1-star pick.
You're the Morocco of the tournament.
Final round here, boys, and I've got the first pick. This is a tough one, you know. I had the coaches saying one thing to me in one ear and then the other coaches saying another thing to me in the other ear. There's 2 good candidates here, and I'm tossing it up. I don't know which way to go. Like you said, Ro, a lot of mine are Australian-centric, so do I stay with that? Or maybe do I go for a more international, broad-based one? But then if I realize if I go for the other one, you know, it doesn't really mean anything to me. It's just a holiday, right? So for the first pick in the final round, I'm choosing Australia Day.
Wow.
Caveat / invasion day. Now,
I mean, how can you caveat?
let me. Let's take it back a second.
Senny's picks are very
All right, Halloween, calm down over there.
with you all the way, kind of.
Let me
until you glorify genocide.
No. So
Glorified genocide, glorified animal
abuse.
cruelty.
I want
Glorifying
animal cruelty,
gambling.
absolutely. Gambling,
Glorifying-
absolutely. But genocide, no. Hear me out here. So I'm all for change the date, Invasion Day. All right, let's change the date because I want Australia Day to be.
So you want to celebrate the invasion?
You want to let me finish?
Yeah, I'll let you finish.
I want
So
Australia.
many counterpoints to this.
Australia Day to me means the day we, it should be the day we got free from the Britons, right? The day we had our independence. It should be.
Right.
But at its essence, what is Australia Day? It should be celebrating who we are as Australians, at our very core.
Go on, tell me you have another day off.
All right, Pauline.
One next is a bit of cricket on the day as well. That's why it's a fucking top 5 pick.
Australia Day should be a celebration of our identity.
Okay.
A coming together, a melting pot, if you will, of different cultures, of different zeitgeists from around the world, all coming to find refuge in this beautiful sunburnt country. This is beautiful stuff, by the way.
Yeah, where'd you copy from?
Mate, this is off the dome. But what does it mean to me? Like you said, Ro, we get a day off. There is cricket on that day. It's summer vibes still. January 26th is still summer. There's still good weather. The sun's out. And then before, well, they've changed it now, but the Triple J Hottest 100 used to be on January 26th.
Used to be until they decided it was a terrible idea.
But now they just do it the day after. So, I'm still going to incorporate all in one here. What is the Triple J Hottest 100? It's the top 100 songs in Australia. It's all about a celebration of who we are. I'm not choosing Halloween, some shit that we don't celebrate in this country. It's, it is very much a celebration of us.
Unless you're Aboriginal, in which case it's
You're just putting words in my mouth.
Let
my
me
friend.
also give an alternative view to Sen's list.
Please.
He's gone Christmas, and then he's gone cricket,
Yep.
and then he's gone horse racing, and then he's gone NRL, and then he's gone cricket again. That's the priorities on Senny's list.
Mate, these are. And where does Halloween come in your list, my friend? What's your priority? Eating candy.
I've had a better day on Halloween than all those days combined.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had a great day. I've had pretty good days on Australia Day. But as we become, and I will probably go to the beach on that day next year.
So you will celebrate in some way.
I will celebrate it, but I'm just saying.
So then you're just as bad as me.
No, I didn't put it on my list.
Exactly. He's not glorifying
I'm not
it.
glorifying it. I'm just saying.
That's why it's number 5, because I'm not glorifying it that much. It's at the bottom of my list.
It's an interesting choice, then. I thought you weren't going to be controversial today, and yet another episode comes where we are being controversial. However, it's fine. Let's be real. Australia Day, it's a good day.
You're preaching to the choir right now.
But it does have, like I said, I can't put it in my list because it does have some connotations which I don't agree with. Now, on the second pick of the final round, I'm looking down and I'm just seeing one word. I've got a couple of options here, but one is speaking out to me, and it is Ramadan.
That was the one I was tossing up between.
Now, Ramadan, like Christmas, as a proud Christian myself, I don't celebrate Ramadan. I don't fast during Ramadan. However, the people that do, it's beautiful. I see them come together. I see them come and cook food for each other, hungry during the day, feasting during the night. It's beautiful. All I can say is the Ramadan night festival and the markets, they are for
Class.
Muslims and non-Muslims alike. We are all equal in Lakemba. And it is my 5th pick.
Lovely. All right, I'm in a pickle with my final pick. My final pick was going to be Eid, but I don't want a similar player in the draft. I was also going to go Are You Okay Day, but then had ruined that pick for me. And I don't think, mental health here isn't really accepted because I'm going to get slandered for it as well.
That is true.
I don't think you would agree with that, right?
Today, my opinions are all over the shop.
With the final pick in the final round, the very last pick of our holiday draft, I am selecting Mardi Gras. It has gone very, very low on this list, and it is a lovely celebration. If you talk about celebrating here, unreal celebrations in the city. Where was it last year? I think Sydney Showground. Whole city comes together.
Did you go?
I personally watched it on TV.
Did you, mate? Did you?
Yes, I did. Did you?
I didn't. No, that's why it's not on my list.
That's why it's on my list, because I enjoyed the
What was your
spectacle.
favourite part about Mardi Gras
The
this
floats.
year? Oh, yeah? What was your
Yeah.
favourite float? It's just the telling, mate. Actions speak louder than words here.
That was. You didn't need to do that to him.
Just saying, if he's got it on his list, it's got to mean something to him. He's just
No, I don't.
empty words at this point.
What does Ramadan mean to you?
I told you, it's good food. It means good
Lakemba. It means
vibes.
Lakemba to you.
No, it means going around with your friends and celebrating, people's cultures and different foods and
Anyways,
stuff. It's great.
it doesn't have to mean so much to me for it to be a great holiday.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I'm
will-
alternate to
I will-
Sen's view, where all of Sen's is just about himself. I'm thinking about the society.
The minorities
Exactly.
in society. Yeah, I
The
respect
cultures,
that.
dude. Oxford Street lights up during the Mardi Gras period. Unreal celebrations. Good cause as well. That's why it isn't on my list.
How come you don't go though?
How come you refuse to even be involved in Mardi Gras?
I actually live on Oxford Street.
And yet you are so anti.
no,
Doxing yourself right now.
I'm leaving in 5 days. By the time this podcast will be out,
You'll be gone.
I will be long
That
gone.
is true.
Yeah, because you don't fucking support it.
No, that's my housemate. That's actually that's my
Don't
house.
do that either.
You've given the gummies both your house names.
You can pick which one. It's you can pick which one.
All right, to recap, my top 5 picks were as follows. Number 1, straight off the top, Christmas, heavy hitter. My second pick was Boxing Day, the 1-2 duo. My third pick was Melbourne Cup, bit rogue. Number 4 was Labor Day.
Even
and number
roguer.
5, I can stand by Labor Day. Number 5, controversially, I went Invasion Day / Australia Day. Insert whichever one you agree with there.
Beautiful. I went first pick New Year's Eve.
Class pick.
Second pick Chinese New Year. Third Diwali. Fourth Oktoberfest. Fifth Ramadan.
Man,
Rose is a very cultural
that is up to
list.
say.
I
That is
like that.
actually-
I like that. And my list is first pick New Year's Day. Second pick was Easter. Third was Halloween. Fourth was International Women's Day, which I still back to this very day. And last pick was Mardi Gras. So
Who had the best draft?
Manu, would you like a redo?
no, I stand by my list 100%. You guys are out here, non-inclusive, and I'm
Just,
trying to-
before we finish, I just want to say, we spoke about Anzac Day before we began. I thought you would have that on your list, maybe.
Yeah, I did, but it's
International Women's Day. It's far better, apparently, of a holiday.
I don't have to defend International Women's Day here. If you guys are anti-women, that's on you.
That's not. That's not. That's not.
That's like Ro trying to paint me as a genocide
Yeah,
supporter.
that is the same sort of
You
thing.
can't do that.
I can and I will.